morning. I always try to do too much in the morning, even if I get up on time. I like scrambling. Morning's kind of my time. I like feel really energetic and ready to get things done. But welcome to the Get Ready for the Day routine, which is a head to toe, warm up your body, get your body moving, and face the day a little more awake, a little more alive. So very fun. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. That really helps out this channel. And at the end of this, we're going to be dancing. So hang in there. Yes, you. Everybody can do it. So placing your feet on the ground. Remember, sticking your entire foot to the ground, gluing at the toes, the balls of your feet, your heels, even your arches. Sucked down into the ground, into the floor. It's rooted deep. You can breathe in and breathe out. And try breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just kind of bringing a bit of relaxation into your muscles and into your fascia. Let's start today with just slowly raising your shoulders. And just bring them up and down. And then we're trying to just go back and forth. Just try to make it just your shoulders. These don't have to be big movements. This is about you and your body. This is something that is for everybody. So even if it's just a little bit, just try to put one forward and then the other forward. Make it a little bigger just so you can see the movement. And then rolling your shoulders forward. Back. And give it a little tip from side to side. This is really just your upper body, tip of your shoulders. And nodding your head up and down. And then shaking it now, side to side. And coming back, and then I'm just gonna do a little tilt like I'm rocking my head. Way at the top of my neck, it's just my head like a bobblehead going. And we go down our bodies. So just lifting your elbows up and relaxing, and elbows up and relaxing, and elbows up and relaxing. Elbows up and relaxing. We'll be coming back to that one. Now just your forearms. Going up and down. Wiggling your wrists from side to side. And then getting them off out. And then getting them over to like a roll. And then roll the other way. And opening and closing our hands. I'm going to give a little roll with our fingers. This doesn't have to be big either. Just thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Just kind of rolling back and forth. And then the other direction. And giving ourselves our little knee soften, meaning we're just going to let them loose. It's not really bend. Let our knees bend just a tiny bit. And coming back up. And a little bit, and coming back up. And start that first core movement. Meaning you kind of tighten in the middle, and then feel it lengthening as you come back up. 2, and lengthen up, 3, lengthen back up, 4, and 4, and 3, closer together. Move one foot in front. And I want you to think carefully about aligning your knees right over your feet. And this is just, again, a little knee bend, but I want you to tighten your legs before you start to bend them. Little knee bend, and then push into the ground and come back up. And push into the ground, and come back up. And then you put the other foot just a little bit forward, and tighten up your legs before giving a little knee bend. Pushing to the ground and coming up. Pushing to the ground, and coming back up. And we're going to take one more step, tighten our knees, tighten our whole legs, the knees just a little bit, pushing back up. And take a step forward, and tighten your legs before they even start to bend, remembering those knees are right over your feet, and coming back. All right, flare flies. Let's do a little bit more of a side bend. So now we're going a little bit deeper, a little bit more of a body movement. And going from side to side. And staying over your right. A little stretch there. And then back up and giving a little bit of a stretch over here. And we go back to the right, and now when we stand up, you remember that lengthening from your core? See if you can feel that coming up. Go the other direction. And feeling that core as you come back up. So let's move down, and what I want you to think about today, flare flies, is connecting your mind to your toes. See if you can feel your toes. And just wiggle them a little bit. Scrunch them or fan them out, or just try to move them any way you can. Just move those toes. Try and get the blood circulating all the way down there. And then we shift out to one foot. And just giving that ankle a little wiggle. What I want you to be thinking about is moving just your ankle and not your whole leg. Not yet. We'll be getting to that. And move to the other foot, giving your ankle a little wiggle. Just the ankle. See if you can feel just where that ankle is. And again, none of these movements have to be big movements. They can be little movements. Everybody's got their own range of movements. And coming back to your first leg. So now we're going to bend one knee. We're going to tighten it up before we put the knee right over the foot, so that's aligned. And then we're going to press into the ground to come back to the middle. And pressing down, come back to the middle. And 3, come back to the middle. And 4. And switching to the other leg. Remember that knee is aligned right over your foot. And pushing back to the middle. Tightening your leg, pressing the ground and pushing back into the ground to come back up. And going back down, pushing into the ground. One last one, tightening your leg. And pushing down to the ground and pushing even more to come back up. Shake. Now we're going to put your legs on a little bit of a diagonal. So you want to be super sturdy here. I'm going to put that one foot just a little bit on the balls of your feet, one leg. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lean over it just a little and push into the ground to come back onto this leg. And pushing down, and pushing down, and switching the feet, and put it at a little bit of a diagonal here just so you're a little bit sturdier. And pressing down in it, back, pressing down, back, pressing down, back, and pressing down, back, and second set of your middle, so tightening in your middle, and lengthening to come up, middle, lengthening up, and tightening in the middle, out your back leg. And that's how big your step is, depends on you. And coming back up, and this time going down in the middle. I want you to feel a little stretch in that back leg. And coming back up and going to the other side. And stepping into that front leg. So your back leg is stretched, you're feeling a little stretch in the back of your leg. Coming back up and bending both knees, and I want you to feel a stretch in that back leg. Shake, and coming back, last one, it's there. So tightening your middle, and stretching it long to come back up. If your knees a little bit bent here, and tightening your middle, stretching up, middle, up, and middle, and up, and middle, stretching long. Middle, stretching long, middle, stretching long, and middle, stretching long. Very good. A little shake. And this time we're going to do an even bigger knee bend. I want you to tighten your legs and remember that your knees are right over your feet. You're just going to bend it down. 2, 3, pushing to the ground. 2, come back up. Tightening your legs and bending your knees down, pushing to the ground to come back up. Tightening your knees and pushing to the ground. Come back up. And tightening them up before pushing to the ground. And coming back up. And little shakes in between if you need. Yeah, bending those knees a little bit, and I just want to kind of have your lower body be like a bell, and as the hips are just going to swing back and forth just a little bit. And we're going to be using this when we get to our dance at the end, which is a merengue. Our arms and giving them a big sweep up, big sweep down, and let's go sweep to the front and to the side, and to the front, and to the side, and to the front, and to the side, and to the front. One last one, side, and to the front. Okay, Firefly, so now I want you to just again, lift your elbows. So your elbows little and letting them come down. So it's your elbow that's lifting your arm up and letting it come back down again. This last one, you're going to hold your elbows up here. And then you're going to swing those elbows from side to side. Put them right here. And this is going to be your merengue arms. So it's really your elbows that are kind of leading the movement here. And come back, let's do our weight shifts. So remember we have a square here. So the shoulders and the hips are forming the four corners of it. So you've got lines here, line here, line here. These are the four corners. And I want you to tighten your legs and bend your knees a little bit. And think about this square sliding along a flat surface to put most or all of your body weight onto one leg. So you want it stacked right on top of this leg. See, the square is still parallel to the floor. And then that square over to the other leg. And feeling all of your body weight over this leg, stacked right on top of it. And sliding that square back. And sliding that square to the side. And to the side. To the side. And to the side. And to the side. Middle. And come up. Another weight shifting exercise. Also one of my favorites. So stand normally. Stand up straight. Stand nice and tall, but we're going to be shifting just our weight forward. So it's on the balls of our feet. And then we're going to be going back to where it normally is. So just feel your weight shift a little bit forward. I'm not leaning. I'm not doing anything with my body. I'm just trying to press forward so the weight is a little bit more forward than it normally would be. So I have a little bit of relief on those heels. And forward, and coming back. And bending the knees. Remember, each time, try to remember to tighten your knees and set your knees right over your feet. And over. And a little straighten. And back down. And we're going to count to 4, and then we're going to exhale and go a little lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale and go a little lower. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale and go a little lower. And just hold it there. Trying to feel each vertebrae at a time, rolling, as we come back up. That's how fair flies. You did it almost. So, if you remember our merengue, which is it's a super popular dance. You can go to a social evening and just do merengue, which is really just kind of marching in place. It's just stepping. One foot to the other. So we've been putting some arms with it. Raise the right arm. But today what I want you to add is we're going to be stepping with our arms. And remember those elbows? So just remember bringing those elbows back and forth. See, it's a little bit of what we see isn't always what's actually happening. Normally we see that somebody's going like this. It's not really like this. You're not really moving your lower arms. You're just moving your elbows back and forth. So they're just kind of swinging from back and forth. And you're going to be marching in place. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to break them up. And just keep stepping. Just keep stepping. You miss a beat, keep stepping again. Let's put them on your hips. And then we're going to step in a circle. And then start again. All right, third guys, you ready? Let's go. Merengue.
Muchacha que me tiene loco de los ojos y no mira dónde va. La muchacha que me tiene loco de los ojos y no mira dónde va. Está buena pa' gozar, está buena pa' vivir, está buena de todo, está buena pa' bailar, está buena pa' gozar, está buena pa' vivir.
So we want to make sure that. I guess did have it slowed down. I'm going to slow it down even more though, because I don't want us to rush this. This is just stepping from side to side. just your elbows from side to side without moving your forearm. So it's not really this, it's this. And you're going to get movement like this later on. And we're going to be working on the weight shift, which you can use to give yourself a little bit of hips in there. But like anything in dance, it's a progressive, it's slow, so we want to get one thing before moving on to the next. So there's one less thing to think about because we've got so many body parts. If you're trying to think about everything at the same time, nothing's going to work. So we're just doing one thing at a time and practicing that. Have a little bit of time in between. Just keep your feet going. Stepping with your feet. And you can also just do those arms whenever you have a spare moment. Good for your flare flies. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to hop right back on and do the intermediate, get ready for the day routine. If you want to stay on and join us for that, thank you so much for being here, for supporting this channel, this community. Love to you all. See you soon.